See, in the previous class in asset accounting, we have started automatic account assignment. At that time, the server was disconnected. And after that, for 2 days, we did not have the class because I went on small tour in USA. See, assignment of accounts for automatic postings. So why we have to assign the GL accounts for automatic postings? Already I explained you. Transaction code A090. Chart of depreciation SSKH. Select SSKH. Double click on account determination. See, select SSKH 1000 land. You can use the position button SSKH 1000. Select SSKH 1000 land. Double click on balanced accounts. Here, if you remember, right, in the asset class land, we have assigned account determination key SSKH 1000. Now we are assigning the GL accounts for the account determination key SSKH 1000. See, let us go to our asset classes. OA, SSKHL. See, in the land class, right, we assign the account determination key 1000. So for the account determination key 1000, we are assigning the GL accounts here. So this account assignment is applicable to asset class land. That is what I told you in account determination. See, account determination. It is the key used to identify the asset classes and the relevant GL accounts to be updated for the asset transactions. Here, we have assigned the account determination key in the land class, and we are assigning the GL accounts for the account determination key only. See, it is the key used to identify the asset classes and the relevant GL accounts to be updated for the asset transactions. That is acquisition of asset, sale of asset, scrapping of asset, transfer of asset, and depreciation of the asset. In this way, the account determination acts as a link between an asset master record and the general ledger accounts to be updated for accounting transaction using the asset class. This is the exact function of the account determination key. So, balanced account APC means if you purchase the asset or if you purchase the land, what is the GL account to be debited? Land. Then retirement account assignment. So loss made on asset retirement without revenue. Without revenue means scrap. So we never scrap the land, but technically it is possible to assign the GL accounts. Logically, it is not necessary to assign the GL account for scrapping of the land. But let us assign 4,303, last due to scrapping. Then clearing account revenue from asset sale. If you sell the land and if you get the revenue, first of all, that revenue is to be transferred to sale of asset, right? That is the temporary account or clearing account. Then gain from asset sale. If you sell the land, if you get the profit, that is to be transferred to profit on sale of asset, 3,101. Then loss from asset sale. If you sell the land and if you get the loss, that is to be transferred to loss on sale of asset, 4,302. Right? Write down, please. After this, just a minute. So after this, you please write down again. Double click on special reserves. Double click on special reserves. Expense account 4,315. Expense account 4,315. Revenue account 3,115. Click on save. Look at the screen. Here we have assigned all these GL accounts to the account determination key SSKH 1000. And the SSKH 1000 was assigned in the land class. So that account assignment is applicable to land class. Now, sorry, here you have to write. After that, select SSKH billings line. Click on back arrow. Click on back arrow twice. Select SSKH 1100 buildings. SSKH 1100 buildings. Double click on balanced accounts. Balanced account. If you purchase the building, builders account is to be debited 2,05,000. Retirement account assignment. Loss made on asset retirement without revenue. If you scrap the building, loss due to scrapping. OGLA 302. Only acquisition account will be changing. The retirement accounts are same for any asset class. Clearing account revenue from asset sale. Clearing account 3,100,000. Gain from asset sale 3,101,000. If you sell the building and if you get the profit, that is to be transferred to profit on sale of asset. Then loss from asset sale. If you sell the building and if you get the loss, that is to be transferred to loss on sale of asset. Then we calculate depreciation of the buildings. No, so for that we have to assign the GL accounts. Double click on depreciation. See, accumulated depreciation account for ordinary depreciation. That is accumulated depreciation on buildings 1,200,000. Expense account for ordinary depreciation. Depreciation 4,500,000. Again, please write down. Double click on special reserves. Double click on special reserves. Expense account 4,315,000. Revenue account 3,115,000. Click on save and see the material. Go back twice. Assign accounts for all remaining asset classes in the same way. Just give me 1 minute. Click on save. Now you have to assign the GL accounts for plant and machinery. Click on back arrow twice. So in the plant and machinery, we have assigned the account determination key SSKH 2000. Select SSKH 2000. Double click on balanced accounts. If you purchase the plant and machinery, 2,10,000. Plant and machinery account is to be debited. Then retirement account assignment. Loss made on asset retirement without revenue. If you scrap the plant and machinery, the book value should be transferred to loss due to scrapping. Clearing account revenue from asset sale. If you sell the plant and machinery, first of all, the sale proceeds are to be transferred to sale of asset account. Then if you sell the plant and machinery and if you get the profit on sale of asset. If you sell the plant and machinery and if you get the loss on sale of asset. Then Double click on depreciation. Accumulated depreciation account for ordinary depreciation. Accumulated depreciation account on accumulated depreciation on plant and machinery. Then expense account for ordinary depreciation 4,500,000. Double click on special reserves. Expense account 4,315,000. Revenue account 3,115,000. Click on save. Then click on back arrow twice. After plant and machinery, we have furniture, right? So select SSKH 3000 furniture. Double click on balanced accounts. If you purchase the furniture, 2,15,000, furniture account is to be debited. If you scrap the furniture, 4,303, loss due to scrapping. If you sell the furniture, 3,100,000. If you sell the furniture and if you get the profit, 3,102,1. Then loss from asset sale, 4,302. Double click on depreciation. Accumulated depreciation on furniture, 1,210,000. Depreciation account, 4,500,000. Double click on special reserves. Expense account, 4,315,000. Revenue account, 3,115,000. Click on save. Now we have to assign the GL accounts for vehicles. Click on back arrow twice. In the vehicles, we have assigned SSKH 3100. Select SSKH 3100. Double click on balanced accounts. Balanced account APC. Vehicles means 2,20,000. If you scrap the vehicle, 4,303. Clearing account revenue from asset sale, 3,100,000. Gain from asset sale, 3,102,1. Loss from asset sale, 4,302. Loss on sale of furniture. Sorry, loss on sale of vehicles. Double click on depreciation. Accumulated depreciation account for ordinary depreciation. That is accumulated depreciation on vehicles, 1,215,000. Expense account for ordinary depreciation, 4,500,000. Double click on special reserves. Expense account, 4,315,000. Revenue, 3,115,000. Now you have to assign the GL accounts for, okay, 3,115,000. Now we have to assign the GL accounts for assets under construction. In the assets under construction, you have assigned the account determination key SSKH 4000, right? So select SSKH 4000. Double click on balanced account. If you start constructing, if you incur any expenditure on the construction of assets under construction account is to be debited. Or sometimes you may purchase the half completed asset of another company. In any case, assets under construction account is to be debited, 2,25,000. Sometimes you may sell or you may scrap half completed assets also, 4,303. Clearing account revenue from asset sale, 3,100,000. Gain from asset sale, 3,102,1. Loss from asset sale, 4,303. So you don't calculate depreciation on assets and construction, but no necessary to assign the GL accounts. But sometimes you may reevaluate. Scrapping, yeah, 4,303 only. Okay, 4,302. Double click on special reserves. Portage. Expense account 4,315,000. Revenue account 3,100,000. Click on save. Now you strike up the step number 13. Step number 13 is not necessary. Then determine depreciation areas in the asset class. See here, let us go to our chart of depreciation, SPRO, financial accounting, asset accounting, organized structures. See, in our chart of depreciation, we have defined 4 depreciation areas. So out of these 4 depreciation areas, which depreciation areas you want to use in your asset classes? Means what are the purposes for which you want to calculate depreciation in every asset class? That we have to define. That is called determine depreciation areas in the asset class. Okay. Transaction code OAYZ. Oh, okay. Unlock the screen. /n OAYZ. Select the land class SSKH 1000. Sorry, yes. Select the land class SSKH 1000. No. SSKHL, no. Land class SSKHL. Select the land class SSKHL. Double click on depreciation areas. Look at the screen. All the depreciation areas are defaultly deactivated. Right? Now, deselect deactivation checkbox for 0 book depreciation. See, in the land class, right, book depreciation is deactivated. I want to calculate depreciation on the land. So deselect deactivation checkbox for book depreciation, layout 2000. For the remaining lines also 2000. What does it mean, this 2000? Layout 2000 means depreciation on asset subnumber level. Means this depreciation area 0 book depreciation is activated from the subasset number level. Means it is automatically activated on the main assets also. So the book depreciation is activated from the subasset number level, and other depreciation areas are deactivated from the other asset also. Click on save. Now continue, please. After clicking on save, please again write down deselect deactivation checkbox. Deselect deactivation checkbox for book depreciation group currency. Click on save. Now, we don't calculate depreciation on the land. Then why do you have to activate book depreciation? Write down there. In order to create, below the step, please write down. In order to create the asset master records, in order to create the asset master records, in the asset class, we have to activate we have to activate. Minimum one depreciation area, we have to activate. Minimum one depreciation area. Minimum one depreciation area in each asset class. In the asset class, don't say each, in the asset class. That is why we have activated 0-1 book depreciation. That is why we have activated 0-1 book depreciation in the land class. In the land class, even though we don't calculate depreciation on the land. But to calculate or not to calculate depreciation, to calculate or not to calculate depreciation on the asset, is controlled by depreciation key. Is controlled by depreciation key. So what is this depreciation key? I will explain you later. Continue. Depreciation key. In order not to calculate depreciation, on the land master records, we assign the depreciation key. We assign the depreciation key 0000, which is system defined, and which stands for no depreciation. So what is this depreciation key? I will explain you later. So with the help of the depreciation key only, the system calculates the depreciation. So in order not to calculate depreciation on the land, we assign this 0000 depreciation key in the land master record. Click on save. Now repeat this step for all asset classes. Tell me, Abhishek.
Sir, can you please explain this layout 2000 once again?
Yeah. See here, book depreciation is activated on the land class, right? Means on the land master records. And this book depreciation is activated. 2000 means depreciation on asset subnumber level. Means this depreciation area 01 is activated from the subasset number level. Means it is also automatically activated on the main assets also. So 0-1 book depreciation is calculated both on sub-assets and main assets.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Click on back arrow. Then after land, we have buildings, right? Select SSKHB buildings. Double click on depreciation areas. Deselect deactivation checkbox for 0-1 book depreciation. Layout is 2000. See, book depreciation group currency is grayed out, right? When you click on save, this book depreciation group currency is ready for input, right? Now you deselect this. Why it happens so? Because the book depreciation depends upon, the book depreciation group currency depends on book depreciation in local currency. Because you have specified the parallel currencies, no? Click on save. Click on back arrow. After buildings, we have the plant and machinery. Select SSKHP. Double click on depreciation areas. Deselect the deactivation checkbox 0-1 book depreciation. Layout 2000. Click on save. Then deselect deactivation checkbox for book depreciation group currency. Click on save. Click on back arrow. After plant and machinery, we have furniture, right? Select SSKHF furniture. Double click on depreciation areas. Deselect the deactivation checkbox for 0-1 book depreciation. Layout is 2000 for all other lines. Then deselect 32 book depreciation group currency. Click on save. After furniture, we have vehicles. Select SSKHV. Double click on depreciation areas. Deselect the deactivation checkbox for 0-1 book depreciation. Layout is 2000. Click on save. Then deselect book depreciation group currency. Click on save. Then again, click on back arrow. Select SSKH AUC. Double click on depreciation areas. Deselect the deactivation checkbox for book depreciation. Layout is 2000. Click on save. Then deselect deactivation checkbox. Click on save. Now set chart of depreciation. Right? Within brackets, optional. Optional. Right now, when the setting is done, the system automatically defaults. Our chart of depreciation. The system automatically defaults our chart of depreciation automatically wherever necessary. The SPRO, financial accounting, asset accounting, valuation, set chart of depreciation. Chart of depreciation is equal to SSKH. Chart of depreciation is equal to SSKH. Click on enter. That's all. Now specify document type for posting depreciation. When the depreciation is calculated, the system will post one accounting document in general ledger. So with which document type that accounting document is posted? AF. Document type AF represents depreciation posting, right? So for the AF, you have to define the number ranges. Transaction code OBA7. Click on position. Document type is equal to AF. Click on enter. Select AF document type. Click on details button. See, the number range number is 04. Click on number range information. Company code SSKH. Click on change intervals. Click on insert line. Number is equal to 04. Year is equal to 2022. From number 9,01,000. So maximum number you have defined is 9 lakhs, right? Now you have to use from 9 lakh. From number 9,01,000 to number 10 lakhs. Click on save and enter. Then specify intervals and posting rules. So how frequently you want to post depreciation, whether every month or every week, sorry, whether every month or every 2 months or every quarter, like what, how frequently you want to post depreciation, that is defined here. Transaction code OAYR. Click on position. Company code SSKH. Click on enter. Select SSKH company code. Double click on posting rules. Select 01 book depreciation. Click on details button. Select monthly posting. Click on save. So every month I want to calculate and post the depreciation. If you want to calculate depreciation every 2 months, we select bi-monthly. Every quarter, select quarterly. Every 6 months, semi-annual. Every year, annual, right? So select monthly posting. Click on save. Then specify rounding of net book value under depreciation. Means if the depreciation amount comes in decimal values, if the depreciation amount comes in decimal values, it has to be rounded off, right? While doing the step again, I will explain. OAYO. Click enter all the messages. Right down here. After the transaction code, right down. Click on enter on all the messages. Click on enter on all the messages. Select the company code SSKH. Click on enter. Double click on rounding specifications. Double click on rounding specifications. Select 01 book depreciation. Click on details button. Select automatically calculated depreciation. Select automatically calculated depreciation. Select arithmetic rounding. Select arithmetic rounding. Arithmetic rounding means, see, if the depreciation amount comes in decimal values, and if the decimal value is less than 0.5, that unit is deleted. If the decimal value is more than 0.5, 1 unit of currency is added. Means If the depreciation amount is 10,500.25, in that case, the system takes the depreciation as 10,500. If the depreciation amount is 10,500.75, in that case, the system will take the depreciation as 10,501. That is called arithmetic rounding, right? Click on save. Now, define screen layout for asset master data. What is this? Here, in some of the asset master records, you have to maintain some fields compulsorily. In some of the asset master records, it's not necessary to maintain those fields at all. In that case, how they are controlled? Through screen layout rules. Look at the scheme. See, in the land class, we have assigned the screen layout rule SK10. Similarly, in the buildings class or plant and machinery class, in the buildings class, SSKHB, we assign the screen layout rule SK11. So in these screen layout rules, we select some fields as required entry, some fields as optional entry, and so on. While doing the step, again, I will explain. Define screen layout for asset master data. Path is SPRO. Financial accounting, asset accounting, master data, screen layout. Define screen layout for asset master data. Double click on define screen layout for asset master data. Now, select screen layout SK10 land. Select screen layout SK10 land. Double click on logical field groups. See, all the fields which we can maintain in the asset master records are grouped as logical field groups. So every logical field group contains some fields. So select two posting information. Double click on logical field groups. Select calculation as required entry. Select capitalization as required entry. So in every land master record, which we create under the land class, because in the land class, we have assigned SK10, right? So in every asset master record, which we create under the land class, compulsory, we should maintain capitalization as required entry, right? So what is capitalization date? Write down there. Some space is here, no? Please write down. Put heading capitalization date. It is the date on which the asset is put into use. In which the asset is put into use. Next, number 2, put heading acquisition date. Put heading acquisition date. It is the date on which the asset was acquired. It is the date on which the asset was acquired. Within brackets, invoice date. The depreciation is always calculated. The depreciation is always calculated from the capitalization date only. From the capitalization date only. The acquisition date and the capitalization date. The acquisition date and the capitalization date may be same or different based on the nature of the asset. Say, for example, today you have purchased one laptop for 1 lakh rupees. So today is the acquisition date. And today itself, you have put that laptop into use. So today itself is the capitalization date. Otherwise, another example, we purchased one plant and machinery. In order to use the plant and machinery, we have to install it in the company. So for installation, you have to do number of activities. Like you have to build one platform, you have to construct one transformer, right? And you have to give the electrical connections, for which you have to construct one transformer, right? And you have to execute some trial runs of production. Like that, unless you complete all these activities, you cannot start using the plant and machinery. So today you purchase one plant and machinery, right? So today is the acquisition date. And it has taken 1 month to install the plant and machinery and start using it. In that case, right, 23rd April will be the capitalization date. So we calculate depreciation on that plant and machinery from 24th April only, 23rd April only. So here in every land master record, compulsory we need to maintain the calculation date. Why? Because the management wants to know for which date this land was put into use. Then main number, select main number, sub number, copy. Means in the main asset master record, calculation it is mandatory field. In the sub asset master record, calculation it is mandatory field. Then when you create the master record of an asset by copying from the master record of another asset, in the new asset also, calculation it is required entry field. Click on save. So click on back arrow. Select 3 time dependent data. Double click on field group rules. Select business as required entry and ensure all other fields as marked optional. Means, say for example, in the training class, we select only business as required entry. Suppose if you select a plant as a required entry, then while creating the land master record, you have to specify the plant to which this land belongs. Plant is the organization unit in MM. So we have not yet completed MM integration, right? That's why if you select a plant, you cannot get the land master record. So in the real time, right, based on the requirements and information to be maintained in the respect to asset master records, those fields will be selected as optional entries. Sorry, required entries. Click on save. Repeat the step for all asset classes. So in the buildings class, we assigned SK11, right? Select SK11 buildings. Double click on field group rules. Sorry, logical field groups. Select 2 posting information. Double click on field group rules. Select required entry for calculation date for main number, sub number, copy. Click on save. Click on back arrow. Select 3 time dependent data. Double click on field group rules. Select business as optional entry and ensure all other fields as optional. Click on save. Now you have to do it in plant and machinery class. Click on back arrow twice. In the plant and machinery class, we have assigned SK20, right? So select SK20. Double click on logical field groups. Select 2 posting information. Double click on field group rules. Select required entry for calculation date. For main number, sub number copy. Click on save. Click on back arrow. Select 3 time dependent data. Double click on field group rules. Select business as required entry. Now, on every plant and machinery, we have taken the insurance policy to cover that risk. Okay. In that case, in every plant and machinery master record, compulsory we should maintain insurance company name, insurance policy number, insured value, right? In that case, you have one logical field group, insurance, right? So select insurance, double click on field group rules. See, insurance company, required entry. Insurance policy number, required entry, right? Then insurance base value, required entry. But these fields are not required in land class. That's why we did not touch these fields in the land class. Clear, no? But here you make them as optional. Click on save. Then, like that, you do this step in all asset classes, right, in your practice. Then, define screen layout for asset depreciation areas, AO21. See, at the time of activating the depreciation areas, we have assigned the screen load to 2000 in every asset class, right? So select 2000, double click on field group rules, select depreciation key as required entry. So in every depreciation area for which you have assigned the screen load to 2000, compulsory we should maintain depreciation key. So what is this depreciation key? Before that, write down here some sentence, please write down. In the asset accounting, for each asset master record, the field status is controlled by asset classes, through screen load rule, and depreciation area, See, in every asset class, right, we have activated some depreciation areas, right? For that each depreciation area, we have assigned the screen load to 2000, right? Then for each such depreciation area, we have to compulsory maintain depreciation key. So what is depreciation key? That is the next topic, right? This we will discuss in tomorrow's class. Any questions from anybody?
Yes, sir. Sir, I am unable to assign my chart of depreciation to the company. Like even though I have performed step 6 and then step 5, I'm having the same error, like inconsistency.
What's your company code?
VSRL.
VSRL.
V sir. V sir. V for van.
VSRL.
Yes, sir.
See, you have not defined the group currency as parallel currency for your company code in OB22.
Okay.
So that group currency topic you have to do now.
Okay.
See, in the general ledger, right?
Yes, sir.
Group currency is there, no?
Yes, sir.
So you have to do this topic now. After that only you can assign the chart of depreciation to company code.
Okay. Yes, sir. I understood.
So when you're given the message yesterday, I was in tour, right? I have seen your message, but I could not reply. I'm sorry for that, right? Just now only I reminded that you have posted one message in WhatsApp yesterday.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. And sir, like in the class, you just asked us you'll share when the same person is vendor and also customer in the company.
Yeah, all those things I will share. TDS, tax related transfer, section 194C Indian Income Tax Act, right?
Okay.
So those things also I will share. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sure.